What's on the wrist?
Today I'm wearing my 16202, which is the best modern vintage watch, as well as a Khanjar Daytona from 2005.
So how did you get into watches?
It's been a passion of mine since I was about 4 years old. Every time I would see watches, it was like seeing toys or candy.
And so what led you into then wanting to sell vintage watches?
So I fell into vintage when I was 12, 13, buying $50, $100 watches and reselling them for double back in the day. And then I worked for some big collectors in Miami in the late 90s until early 2000s. Then I worked for a watch brand for a decade, watch brands. And then 12 years ago, my brother and I decided to leave the corporate world and open our own shop.
And then what would you say is the most underrated brand as of now that someone who's into collecting vintage should look into?
It's a very difficult question because there isn't really one underrated. I think that what's underrated is condition. You can allow yourself to buy any brand for fair market value, but it has to be in perfect condition. And a lot of smaller brands today are going to pop just because they're filling a void that like Cartier and AP and Patek have left, because there's no more cheap from those brands.
Any advice that you can share to someone that wants to get into vintage?
First rule, condition, condition, condition. Second rule, buy what you love. Doesn't matter what anybody tells you. And third rule, buy within your budget so you're happy to keep it and you'll never cry about losing money.